Hello and welcome to Moment of Truth on Labour Social. I'm Graham Hughes. This week, David Frost, Lord Frost, Frosty the No Man, stood up in the House of Lords, where he is now an unelected legislator for life, and he said the quiet bit out loud. He admitted that he and Boris Johnson negotiated our withdrawal agreement from the EU, including the Northern Ireland Protocol, in bad faith. See for yourself.
We always hoped that ultimately divergence by GB will produce the collapse of the protocol arrangements, whether consensually through a vote, through a further negotiation or otherwise. We always wanted something better.
In other words, they signed an international trade deal, an agreement, a treaty with our biggest trading partner that they fully intended to break by any and all means at their disposal. Now, I've talked before on this channel about the eye-watering amount of damage that Brexit has done to the British economy, depriving younger generations of an estimated $1.2 million of lost growth so far. That's more than the individual GDP figures for 197 different countries and territories out of the 213 listed by the IMF. But arguably even more important going forward is how much damage these liars, these Brexshitters who got us into this mess, these cheats, these spivs, these con artists, fly-by-night fraudsters have done to Britain's reputation around the world. These so-called adults never left their posh private schools in their heads. They still think that they are in their sixth form common room. They still think that nothing they do or say has any consequence beyond the school gate. They can't begin to understand or acknowledge the damage they've done. They don't seem to grasp that what they say and do in Parliament has this effect where everyone, anyone else in the world can see what they're doing. I want you to put yourself into the position of being a country that is considering a free trade deal with the United Kingdom. How much in the way of resources would you be prepared to put into getting a trade deal with the UK, knowing that when Britain was negotiating its most important trade deal this century with its nearest partner, a partner that they had worked alongside for decades, they negotiated that deal in bad faith? Furthermore, if there was an opportunity to put your resources into getting a trade deal with the European Union, a much bigger, wealthier bloc, a rules-based institution run by grown-ups that would deal with the UK, would a deal with the UK even cross your mind? A deal with a country with a proven track record, some might say criminal record, of signing major international agreements with their fingers crossed behind their back? I don't think so. I'll leave you with the words of the legendary Clint Boone. This is how it feels to be lonely. This is how it feels to be small. This is how it feels when your word means nothing at all.